All right, so guys, there are a lot of self-improvement influencers, should I call it, or creators and all of that. And some of them could give advice, some of them give bad advice. A lot of people glorify some of them, like, lick their asses and all of that, metaphorically, of course. And I was that for a couple of people that are even in this tier list. So I just want to talk about some of them. What do I think about them now? And why, most importantly. People say I don't like someone, and then they don't justify it, or I like someone because of this, you know? So, because they have an emotional magnetic pull towards that person, but they don't think about it rationally. Why do I like or dislike this person? So, we're gonna go over these guys today. All right, so we got quite a couple of them, so let's get to it. So the first one is First Man. Now I haven't watched him too much. I've come upon him through Hamza because he did a course inside of back when it was Adonis School, and that's how I came up to his content. But I only watched him for like a week. His content never really polarized me and made me want to watch him. It was uninteresting content, like, it was him telling his stories about his dad, etc., which I respect, but it was not practical advice for young men at all. From what I can recall, this was like a year ago. So for me, again, I don't feel qualified to really give my opinion on this guy because he might do a lot of good content that I haven't come upon, right? I haven't found out about. But for now, I'm gonna put him in mid. Now, speaking of Hamza, man, he got me into self improvement as a whole. Hamza, bro, he helped me a lot. I've been watching him for about 3 years now. I don't watch every single one of his video, but some of the advanced content on his Hamza Advanced channel, he has some really good business advice. I don't take dating advice from Hamza anymore because I feel like his dating advice is not very good, to be honest. It's okay, it can work for personnel like him, but okay, you know what? Without speaking too much about this guy, I'm gonna put him as at peak. Okay, for a young man, Hamza gives amazing advice overall. Ali Abdal, again, man, mid. He gives good business advice, but he's like very like, oh, you can rely on motivation. You should do things that you like. He's a very feminine guy. He doesn't believe in, okay, even if you only slept 3 hours, get back to fucking work because you're fucking broke, right? That's the type of advice that you need when you're a young man. Anyways, Alpha M. Man, he gives good advice even nowadays. I'm gonna put him at good. He gives pretty good advice, but a lot of it's just clickbait and stuff like that. I don't know who this is. Andrew Tate, peak again. He got a lot of men changed their lives. He turned hundreds, maybe even thousands of people into millionaires. I know for a fact that Andrew Tate saves lives, changes lives, all of that. So Andrew Tate is definitely at peak, right next to Hamza. Austin Dunham, good. Good, gives really good lick smacks and dating advice. But other than that, sorry for that, my dog was fucking barking at the door, so. Anyways, back to AD, right? AD gives pretty decent advice. He gives good fitness advice, good dating advice, lick smacking. He gives really good advice on that, but other than that, he's just like very generic, very like not for the advanced people on self-improvement who are already making a few $1,000s a month online, who already have a six-pack, who already have a couple of beautiful girls that are into them, that want to move it up, okay? So he gives pretty good advice, but for the beginners, I would say, for a person that's like first year into self-improvement, let's say. Now, I don't know who the fuck these guys are, so I'm not gonna talk on them. Chris Williamson. You know what, man? To be honest, Chris Williamson, I was thinking about fucking amazing, but I'm gonna put Chris Williamson at peak. He never gave a bad piece of advice, from what I know. He gives very, very, very fucking good advice. So I'm gonna put Chris Williamson and his podcast Modern Wisdom at fucking peak. That's probably like the best podcast you can watch. Even the guests that he gets on and everything. I got no idea who this is. This is Dan Coe. Heard of him, haven't really watched him a lot, but his business advice is fucking amazing. However, I haven't watched enough of his content, so I'm going to put him at good for now. David Goggins. Bro, David Goggins is peak. I've just, about a month ago, I finished reading his book, Can't Hurt Me. Incredible. Incredible childhood and teenage years that he had to go through. And even adulthood, his whole life, bro, was a fucking nightmare. And the dude is very qualified to talk about pain and discipline and all of that. He's very, very overqualified for all of this. So David Goggins is definitely a man that you should study or read his books, read his autobiographies, watch his podcasts. David Goggins, you have a lot to learn from this guy. I don't know who these guys are. Sneeko, I'll put Sneeko at fucking amazing. Not really peak, because there are some things that I disagree with him on. But Sneeko gives good, godly advice. And I really like Sneeko. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I really like... Actually, you know what the fuck this? I'm gonna put him at peak. Because back in the day, he would be like good or mid. Because, you know, back in the times where he would, like, you know, stop going to the gym, he was a skinny motherfucker, which he still is, but he's working on it at least. He's also fighting and everything. But back in the day where he would say that self-improvement, you don't need it, you just need to make money, and that's the only thing you need. And he stopped going to the gym, stopped working on his, you know, cinematic content, you know, and all of that, and now he's back on self-improvement, and now he's more godly than ever. He's a Muslim. I can't help but respect that, man. He's an overall just positive message. So sneak on, put him at peak. Fresh and Fit. Now, Fresh and Fit, man, I'm gonna put them at good. I'd say that Fresh and Fit gave good advice. I used to think that they're fucking amazing. I'm gonna put them at good. They gave very good Money Mondays, very, very good financial advice. Again, they're both multi-millionaires, so they know what they're talking about. Then they have Womanizer Wednesdays, and then they have the After Hours, which only the nighttime shows is what everybody watches. They don't watch the call-in shows on Fridays. They don't watch the shows where they help guys fix their lives, right? Listen to their situation, fix their lives, get them in shape, all of this stuff. They don't show that, but they only fix on After Hours. And the After Hours, if you've watched like 10 episodes, you don't need any more now, to be honest, okay? You already know how to tell if a woman is good or bad, how to tell if a woman is a hoe or not. You don't really need to keep repeating, oh, you're a hoe because you, whatever, you know, have a male friend or support Ukraine, all of that. These are red flags, but you've already heard them so many times. So it's like entertainment. You hear the same thing over and over again. But the daytime shows, absolutely, I suggest you watch them. They give very good advice. No idea who this is. No idea who this is. I've seen his face before, but no idea who this is. No idea who this is. Iman Gaji. I'm gonna put him at good. I'm gonna put him at good. He gives... So many of his videos are just pure clickbait. He doesn't even talk about a topic that he put in the title. Just a very good salesman. A lot of business advice they can learn from him. But his dating advice is shit. He has an overall good message, a positive message. But I wouldn't take any other than business advice from him. His life philosophy, I don't agree with it, to be honest. John Zerka. Zerka is a funny guy. I'm gonna put him at amazing. Because I'm thinking about good, maybe. But for now, I'm going to leave it at amazing. His dating advice, top tier. Like, this man knows how to get pussy, okay? If you listen to him and you're an attractive guy, you're going to get laid by accident, okay? This man knows how to teach you, but again, you have to work on yourself. He can get away with it with saying crazy shit like the N-word plenty of times in front of black people, in front of a big crowd of people, saying like, I'm gonna rape you to a girl, and then she's clinging onto him, trying to get him to fuck her, etc. He can get away with this stuff because he's extremely attractive, charismatic, which he teaches, and in good shape, and famous, so he has status. So all these things together are allowing him to get away with what he can get away with. But he understands people. He knows when, which girl, how to say it, which girls are open to certain, you know, jokes, etc. So again, bro, Zerka, I highly suggest that you listen to his dating advice. Zerka gives very, very good dating advice. Jordan Peterson. I wanted to put a waist, but I don't know if I should put him at mid, to be honest, man. For me, I'm gonna put him at waist. He's a crybaby. He cried his eyes out publicly multiple times. He's a weak man. Can't control his emotions. And overall... Okay, you know what? I'm gonna put him at mid because for some people, that want just one wife, don't want to become millionaires. They just want to settle in life early and just be a strong man that way. Okay, that can work. I'm gonna put them as mid, but these two guys are very feminine. Now, I don't have anything against Ali Abdaal, but I don't like Jordan Peterson at all, to be honest. I don't. I don't know who this is. Don't know who this is. Don't know who this is either. Luke Belmar. Uh, fucking amazing or peak. Let me think about it. I'm gonna put him as fucking amazing. Okay, gives amazing crypto advice, get amazing business advice, gives so much stuff about self-improvement, about quitting vices, etc. He gives really good advice. So I'm gonna put him at fucking amazing, to be honest. Derek from More Plates, More Dates. I haven't watched too much of his content, so I don't feel really qualified. But I'm gonna put him at good. I've watched like 2 of his podcasts and a couple of his videos, so I'm gonna put him at good because he gives overall good advice. But again, I don't know everything about the guy. Don't know who this is. Don't know who he's from. His face is familiar, but I don't know who this is. Don't know who this is either. And this is Wheat Waffles, and he's a fucking waste. He's a black pillar. Says that you can get pussy if you're, I don't know, it's all genetics and getting in shape, building a good jawline, getting a hairstyle that suits you, getting your teeth white. All of this, working on your charisma, working on your finances, working on your status, all of this is useless. It's only the genetics that you were born with. And if not, you should just give up. If you don't have good genetics, just give up on women. No. Fuck this guy and fuck his whole business model. I hate this guy with all my guts. So fuck Wheat Waffles, dude. So anyways, this is my assessment of these guys. I'm pretty sure that a lot of you are going to disagree with some of these. Okay? It's like impossible to go through so many people and everybody agreeing with me, so I don't really care. But right now in the comments, another person that maybe wasn't on here, and I'll reply to your comment with an like an S tier, D tier, whatever, or like this peak, fucking amazing, good, mid, waste. There are plenty of people like, FedEx Fearless, Tristan Tate, Sterling Cooper, who wasn't on here either. So many other guys that I would like to assess. But write down in the comments if anybody comes to mind, okay? So with this in mind, may God bless you. I'll catch you on the next one. Oh, bro, I'm taking this nose strip off my nose finally. Oh, oh my God. Oh, bro, my nose hurts like a motherfucker.